Good morning, students. Our today's teaching topic is relating to the Laburnum Top poem second class 11th English. Poem first is completed before, and the first part of this poem is also completed before. Now we will discuss part second, and this part second is including two stanza third and fourth. Our stanza third is start from this line: the whole tree. What is tree? Tree word is relating to the laburnum top. The what is laburnum? A small tree with groups of yellow flowers and poisonous seeds. This one a laburnum tree. Trembles and thrills when goldfinch came and sit on the branch of the laburnum tree. At that time, the inside movement of that tree is quickly in a movement way, in a event way. It means to say that inside the tree, all thing is totally different and changed because before coming goldfinch on the tree, at that time the tree's activities is silent, is keep quiet mode, is silent and still. It means to say that motionless. But after coming goldfish, there create a lot of good activities. The branches and the leaves of the tree look like and create a pleasurable movement outside of the tree. Anyone can see and feel good after coming the goldfinch, because it seems to a family member came and sat on the branches of the tree. It is the engine of her family. Dear student, it word is refer for tree here. It word is refer for goldfinch also. There are two meaning of this line. The first meaning to take a living bird goldfinch. We will talk about goldfinch at first here. To take the word it, goldfinch is the like a engine of her family, because goldfinch take a lot of foods, edible foods to give her chicks. This is why she appears here as a engine. Just like if we will take examples of engine is the most important part of that vehicles, of that things that is running or walking. Just like this family's most important person is goldfinch, because if goldfinch unable to bring edible food at that situations, due to hunger, all chicks were died. This is why on the other hand we can say that goldfinch also an engine of that tree, because after coming the goldfinch, that tree became alive and live, and the tree is also an engine of that family, goldfinch family, because the tree is appear here as a shelter of that goldfinch and her chicks also. It means to say that engine is laburnum top and engine is also goldfinch here. Third line, she stokes it full. Stokes means feeding here. Goldfinch bring a lot edible foods for her chicks. Then flirts out to a branch end. Flirts out means here after feeding her chicks, she move away. Her movement is she flew away. She take a little bit part of it in the regard of flies, in the regard of flying, and sat on the other branches. It is the activities of the goldfinch, and now this time she sat on the branch of end of that tree, showing her barred face, identity mask. Dear student, you know that at the first of the explanation, Ted Hughes explained this poem including yellow colors and sunlights and September and yellow leaves, yellow seeds. These all word is relating to yellowish, and the shadow of the sun rays is barred her face. It means to say that the shadow of the sun rays is covered her face, and her face look like covered a mask. If you saw the goldfinch mouth box or faces instead of other body, her body is yellow color, and her face is relating to blackish, and just appear a shadow of rays, a shadow of sun rays also. It means to say that her appears and her face appearances like a bird face. This is the natural beauty. This is the natural things whatever explained by the Ted Hughes, the poet of this poem. And last stanza, then with airy, delicate whistles chirrup whisperings. Dear student, at the last of the explaining of this poem, at last we will discuss about some important poetic devices. At first we will discuss what's the meaning of the line and word. Airy words mean here strange. Strange and mysterious. It means to say that ajib. Then with airy, delicate, vicious chirrup whisperings. It means after happening these situations, what's the situation? After feeding her chicks, her activities is vicious chirrup and whisperings. Now, visuals, she creates a sounds, she creates a chirrup, she creates a twittering, and this is the activities of that birds also. She launches. Launches means here set in motions. Launches mean here flew away. Launches means here flies away towards the infinite. Infinite means here students sky, आकाश. She flew away towards the sky. She flew away towards the infinite. She flew away toward the unlimited goals. That is relating to this is an activity of the birds after feeding her chicks. She flew away towards the sky. And the laburnum subsides to empty. Subsides means quieten down or fade. It means उसका काम हो जाना. And the laburnum tree is now silent, now still. At the starting of the poem, the laburnum top is silent and quiet and still. Silent शांत रहना, quiet शांत रहना, still motionless रहना. और after flew away the birds, the laburnum top is also silent, quiet and still. This one the meaning of the laburnum top. Now we will discuss what the poetic devices used here in the laburnum top. For this purpose we have to take first lines. In the first line, dear student, you see silent, quiet, still. S word is repeated again, and you know that alliteration is the repetition of the consonant word. But this word is not alliteration. This word is consonance. What is consonance? The consonance is a, listen clearly. If you are unable to know the poetic devices, I write important poetic devices definitions with the examples and send you. But at first listen, what is consonance? कहने का मतलब यह है कि साइलेंट, क्वाइट, स्टिल, ये तीन वर्ड है और ये पोइटिक डिवाइस है कॉन्सोनेंस का. लेकिन कॉन्सोनेंस होता क्या है, सुनिए. कॉन्सोनेंस इज अ प्लीजिंग साउंडिंग caused by the repetition of consonant sounds within sentence, phrase or in poems. Listen again. Consonance is a pleasing sounding caused by the repetition of consonant sounds within sentence, phrase और इन पोएम्स. मतलब पोएम की यहाँ बात करते हैं तो पोएम में कॉन्सोनेंट है. कौन सा कॉन्सोनेंट है? ये कॉन्सोनेंस है. क्यों? क्योंकि एस कॉन्सोनेंट है, एस कॉन्सोनेंट है. अगर ये क्वाइट वर्ड इन दोनों के बीच में ना होता तो ये एलिट्रेशन हो जाता, लेकिन क्वाइट वर्ड बीच में है इसलिए एलिट्रेशन ना होकर कॉन्सोनेंस है. तो ये यहाँ पर पहला पोएटिक डिवाइस कॉन्सोनेंस का है. दूसरा पोएटिक डिवाइस व्हेन द लाइन एंडिंग इज without full stop or comma and the next line is start, at that time the enjambment is related. यानी जब कभी भी कोई एक लाइन खत्म होती हो, लास्ट में फुल स्टॉप ना दिया हो, कॉमा ना दिया हो, यानी कोई पंक्चुएशन मार्क ना दिया हो, तो उसे इंजैबमेंट कहते हैं. और यहाँ पर दूसरा पोइटिक डिवाइस इंजैबमेंट का है. तो पहली लाइन में दो पोइटिक डिवाइस हमें मिल चुकी है. In the afternoon, yellow September sunlight, S and S, this two word is relating to alliteration because alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds at the beginning of the words is alliteration. यानी यहाँ पर कोई दूसरा वर्ड तो है नहीं, ये दोनों एक साथ वर्ड है, इसलिए ये alliteration हो गया. और एक बात और है डियर स्टूडेंट, इसमें जो है किसी भी प्रकार की राइमिंग स्कीम नहीं है, यानी फ्री वर्स इसमें इस्तेमाल किया गया है. टिल द गोल्डफिश कम्स विद अ ट्विचिंग एंड चिरप. Twitching, chirp. These two words is relating to goldfinch words, sounds, speakings, and birds sounds, or animal sounds, or creature sounds, or insect sounds is relating to anatomy, जिसे कुछ लोग अनमोटोपोइया कहते हैं गलत प्रोनाउंसिएशन में, तो अनाटमिया है, वो अनाटमिया, यानी जब कोई बर्ड, कोई एनिमल्स, कोई जानवर कोई आवाज़ निकालता है तो उसे अनाटमिया कहा जाता है. देखिए अब नया पोएटिक डिवाइस, 3 पोएटिक डिवाइस हो गया. अ सडननेस, अ स्टार्टमेंट एट अ ब्रांच. अब ए वर्ड इज रिपीटेड अगेन एंड अगेन. दिस इज वाई दिस इज अ एसोनेंस पोएटिक डिवाइस. व्हाट इज ए एसोनेंस पोएटिक डिवाइस? लिसन अगेन. एसोनेंस आर वॉवेल राइम्स. एसोनेंस को वॉवेल राइम्स भी कहा जाता है. कैसे? इज द रिपीटेशन ऑफ वॉवेल साउंड्स अक्रॉस द लाइन बाय टेक्स्ट आर पोइट्री. जब कोई वर्ड वॉवेल है, ए वर्ड वॉवेल है तीनों यहाँ पर, और 3 बार रिपीट किया गया है, यानी ये एसोनेंस है. और यही अगर कॉन्सोनेंट वर्ड होते और रिपीट किए तो कॉन्सोनेंट हो जाते, और ये दोनों नहाकर एक साथ वर्ड दिए जाते, रिपीट किए जाते, जैसे सितंबर सनलाइट, तो इलिट्रेशन हो जाता. तो यहाँ पर एसोनेंस वर्ड का इस्तेमाल किया गया है. और देखिए एज वर्ड है, ध्यान से आज सुन लीजिए कि कैसे पोएटिक डिवाइसेस का यूज़ किया जाता है. इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन द प्रीफेस ऑफ योर एग्जामिनेशन. यू हैव टू गेट गुड मार्क्स आफ्टर नोविंग द हाउ टू यूज़ ए पोएटिक डिवाइस इन अ करेक्ट वे. लिसन, एज वर्ड, ये तो बहुत सिंपल है. जब कभी लाइक या एज से कोई तुलना की जाती है किसी शब्द की तो वो सिमिली होता है. अब इसी तरह मशीन्स की तुलना की जा रही है. सी इंटर्स द थिकनेस एंड अ मशीन स्टार्ट्स ऑफ. मशीन्स की या इंजन की तुलना की जा रही है, लेकिन तुलना करने वाला कोई शब्द नहीं है, तो उसे हम मेटाफर कहेंगे. मेटाफर वर्ड यूज़ की जाए, जैसे कि ये इंजन, गोल्डफिंच को इंजन से तुलना की जा रही है, ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर मेटाफर होगा, मेटाफर यूज़ किया जाएगा. इसके बाद जो पोएटिक डिवाइस इंजॉयमेंट तो है ही, इलिट्रेशन है ही, एसोनेंस कंसोनेंस है ही है. हाँ, और यहाँ पे जो है रिपीटेशन वर्ड है. जब वर्ड रिपीट करता है तो रिपीटेशन हो जाता है. इसके बाद और कोई पोएटिक डिवाइस नहीं दिखाई दे रही है डियर स्टूडेंट्स. इफ़ यू फाइंड एनी पोएटिक डिवाइसेस you can tick, and if you are unable to understand you can ask again. Thank you so much.